Alrighty, what is up, guys? This is Patriot here, and welcome to another awesome Napoleon Total War match. Right here, back on Total War. Well, I'll be honest, this has actually been quite a while since I've done Napoleon Total War, and this is pretty much my second multiplayer match. But regardless, I am back doing Napoleon, some awesome multiplayer match, and I really do hope that more awesome match will come. So anyways, today's match we're actually doing it on the Galatian Ria, and I will be playing as the Netherlands, and my opponent on the other side will be playing as Finland. So this is more of like a minor nations battle here. So this will be very great. So anyways, we're gonna start with my army composition, as I will start with 4 militiamen. Yes, 4 militiamen, and then I have two 7-pound howitzers as well as 3 Dutch flankers, which they are really good skirmishing units, and probably one of the best skirmishing units in the game. And I'm not saying that other skirmishers suck. I'm just saying that they're literally one of the best units in the game. There are other good units, so I really just want to point out to that and start some sort of crazy controversy here. Anyways, right here I actually have some a light hussar. I have a light dragoons and 2 hussars hiding around here, and they will actually prove very vital for this battle. And then also, yeah, back behind these lines, close to the howitzers, we actually have 4 lines of infantry that will actually serve as reserves later in the battle, which usually is a great idea, to at least having reserves, just so that you don't end up getting into a sticky situation. Meanwhile, my opponent already massing up a large force with a very good column over here. He has like about 4 line infantry over here. He actually has a huge battery of artilleries of 6 pound horse artillery. Over here he has he has 3 more line infantry coming throughout this side of the column right here, and he also has some dragoons and light dragoons, but only 2 of them, as well as his general right over here. I do believe my general is on my side, so yes, I do believe I have everything followed up. So, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna hit play. So, how this match will actually start out is that I'm going to actually start out having my militias rushing over towards the mountaintop. Of course, my opponent will end up getting into the hilltop first, which is very vital, I ain't gonna lie. And whoever actually controls this hilltop would probably have the advantage over its opponent. But of course, as of right now, my big objective right now is by dwindling him down. And of course, last match I pretty much lost this engagement, which is called quality versus quantity. And I will say my opponent pretty much has some sort of pretty good quality, I ain't gonna lie. As a matter of fact, I forgot to mention that he also has these Norwegian ski troops. I never tried these guys, but judging by the fact that they are the ski troops, I'm going to assume they have to be good long-range skirmishers. Not entirely sure, but hey, who knows, maybe someday I might play as Finland. But regardless, how this match is going to go down, I'm going to start setting up a very critical position by the house, because this is actually perfect enough for setting up my artillery over here. And on top of that, my reserves will be very well protected over here, and I can be able to have my general providing support over here. Ah, crud. I always keep forgetting to turning off my phone, so I apologize for that, so give me a quick moment to be doing that. Alright, but yeah, other than that, for this match, I actually planned on dwindling down his numbers as much as possible, just so that I could hopefully do pretty well. Because if you see my last Total War video or match, it did not went well. But I will show you But of course, this is actually a pretty good example of how quantity will triumph over quality. And to be honest, there is an old saying by Sun Tzu's verdict on the art of war, which is an army of lions led by a sheep, pretty much be led by a massacre, but an army of sheeps led by a lion will bring victory. But of course, yeah, Sun Tzu is a very, very interesting, good person. Anyways, fighting is already started, and I've already made a huge mistake when all of a sudden I let my opponent outflanking my own guys, and already realizing this mistake, I try to rush these guys immediately to getting out there, but of course they're marching. I thought I had them running, which is even more worse. Great. Anyways, over here I'm already bringing in my flankers out to spreading out into the forest, and we're going to prepare for a gunfight against my enemies. Now, unfortunately, I don't really have the complete line of sight. However, I believe these guys right over here will be able to pick off some shots out of them. So we're just gonna get to their own point of view. Oh wow, that's nasty. One of them just got shot right off the bat by that nasty volley. Of course, I did notice about my guys how they're poorly positioned, so of course I would eventually try to fix that, hopefully very soon. Of course, yeah, we are kind of getting a couple shots, indeed. But yeah, things are slowly but surely escalating big time. And as of right now, I also have my own flankers getting prepared for this position. But now here comes this critical moment. And already very soon that this critical moment becomes part of my advantage, when all of a sudden I already noticed these ski troops weren't supported. So I pretty much charged my guys towards them. Yeah, they barely have anything to be countering against the cavalry, therefore they're going to get overrun pretty quick. Oh, right, I remember. The enemy artillery managed to actually shot my general from such a distance. I was very, very devastated finding out how they managed to pull that off. And with that, my guys will be very, very demoralized as of right now. But of course, that also meant that I would actually be coming in for revenge. So of course, I managed to actually routed these ski troops. But of course, they're obviously going to get locked down by those light dragoons. And as they're going to get intercepted, my hussars are going to get surrounded by another dragoon over here. But of course, that's all going to change when all of a sudden, when more of my own cavalry starts popping out of here. Oh man, that was a pretty good shot. Even more cavalries are coming by. I actually liked how the Dutch hussars are very well dressed, especially having that cloak on their side. So as of right now, we ended up successfully taking down one of the hostiles' cavalry, and it was such a nasty cavalry engagement, no doubts about it. Meanwhile, over here for my skirmishers, I did actually halted fire, already realizing that I'm just wasting some precious ammo, because it goes back to actually looking at your line of sight to see if you can see the enemy. Now I actually have these guys firing. Of course, I'm pretty much outgunned these guys big time. So anyways, once again, my enemy made a huge mistake going after these guys, because another of my own cavalry came back and pretty much spranged up on those dragoons, which they routed, unfortunately. Meanwhile, over here, we actually have another of my own, my light dragoons. They are going in, and I pretty much want to get revenge from those 6-pound horse artillery, And of course, I really wanted to see if I could kill the general as well. But yeah, these light dragoons are actually very good for quick strikes, and on top of that, they are pretty decent in terms of combat, I do believe so. But yeah, as of right now, we are literally beating the crap out of both the 6-pound artillery and the general's bodyguard, and I do believe backup will actually come by very soon. Oh yes, here comes another critical moment. So my skirmishers ended up successfully wiping out one of the line infantry, and now my artillery is just flying by and just blowing them up with explosive shells, which is very powerful. And now, here comes my own cavalry just coming in for a charge, but they're doing a rather slow charge. And then, yeah, even though the general routed, I wanted to kill him so badly just for revenge of what he'd done. And because of that, that caused a humongous chain rout, which his left flank ended up collapsing big time. And yeah, and because of that, and because of the collapse of his left flank, I decided to take advantage of that, and I have my own militiamen taking shots out of them. And now here comes my cavalry coming right behind them, and just going to clean up, just going to straight up destroy, killing a lot of those guys. And on top of that, more and more of his own guys are just getting tied down, and now the assault this time was actually perfect, so I decided pushing out my own militiamen. And now a huge firefight is already going down. Oh yeah, it's a very good firefight, but of course the line infantry are going to end up destroying my militiamen, but it doesn't matter because the militiamen were, in all honesty, cannon fodders, because all I needed these guys to do is to bleeding down the enemy as much as possible, and also wasting their ammunition as well. And of course there's a reason why I actually have this reserve here being prepared for any assaults as well. Also, yeah, I did try to reposition my artillery because they were in a pretty bad position. Anyways, meanwhile over here, his guys are still on square formation. But of course, once I have all my guys prepared, I'm gonna end up shooting them like crazy. Let me see if we're gonna get that volley. No volley? Oh. Okay, well that's a big shame. Alright. But yeah, some of his own guys are actually coming back from being routed. But, I don't know, for some reason he may not have actually realized it for some strange reason. Or maybe he does, I can't be entirely sure. Okay, yeah, he does. Anyways, even though my guys are pretty much low on morale, their work is pretty much being cut out to be doing very well. And also on top of that, we missed it. Apparently, the cavalry ended up going in for a rear and anvil, and we basically just annihilated all of these guys badly. And now I'm going to be now with the left flank finally secured under my control, I decided to bring up my Dutch flankers to be reinforcing this position some more. And now I'm going to be rushing in more reserves onto the front line as well. So yeah, here comes the Dutch army. Still very strong and very well to continuing the fight, of course. Of course, I'm going to have these Dutches shooting back. Good news is they will be shooting up towards the enemy, so no friendly fire will be committed at all. I really hope, at least. But anyways, meanwhile, I also actually snuck up these hussars all the way up here. And for some strange reason, I didn't commence any attack order, which I should have actually used it on the 6 Iber horse. But Yeah, I was actually too focused trying to micromanaging most of my guys to pushing up over here. So yeah, I attempted to advance, but of course we ended up getting caught by another set of hostile reinforcements. And of course now here comes more of my line infantry. Let me see. Let's get to that last awesome volley. And with that last volley, it ended up routing all of these guys so badly. And then here comes the cavalry completely overrunning all of these guys, indeed. Which would end up killing these cavalry, but all in all, this match is just about to wrap up onto my own favor, with more of my own artillery barrage just going to destroy and maul over these guys, indeed. And of course, coming out of this hilltop to be concluding this entire match would be none other than the Dutch cavalry coming in to finishing off the last remnants of Denmark. Oh no, it's not Finland. Okay, so it is Denmark. But yeah, here they are, making that last awesome charge against the enemy. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe this will actually conclude the match. Let me just fast forward it, but other than that, this was actually, I guess, one of my most recent Napoleonic matches in just a couple months ago. But hopefully I could actually get back to making more and more Napoleon video and hopefully some live commentary. I really need to get used to it, but as of right now, the FPS is just really terrible, and I'm trying my best to actually doing live commentaries. But other than that, this is pretty much a huge good example of having pretty much having quantity, mostly because you will be able to outmaneuver your opponent and outflanking him, which is the most critical thing. So anyways, as of right now, I did outnumber his guys, so yes, he did win for quality. His biggest mistake, I suppose, in my opinion, was that he probably actually, I don't know, he was pretty alright, much alright, but he didn't. But yeah, he didn't had his general protected, which was his biggest mistake, and also his artillery was just barely protected as well. So I guess those were actually his biggest mistake. But other than that, his front line was very effective in terms of defending. He did actually have good artillery, but once again, as I mentioned, he did not have them protected. Therefore, my cavalry ended up destroying all of that. And on top of that, it was basically the cavalry, my own cavalry, that killed his entire force, basically. But in any other case, guys, thank you so much, and huge, awesome, good match there, Phillips 33. So anyways, if you actually enjoyed this video, be sure to actually leave that like, and if you have any critical criticism, be sure to actually leave it on the comment section below. And if you feel that this video is very, very awesome in your opinion, be sure to actually share it to the entire world. I don't know. But other than that, stay awesome as always, guys. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Alright, I'll catch you guys on the next video as always. Dismissed!